Have you ever wanted to remove a mistake from a video that you've already uploaded to YouTube? Well, in this live stream, I'm going to be talking about how to use the YouTube video editor so you can edit the video that's actually on YouTube without leaving YouTube. And the great thing is that that video is not going to lose any views, comments, or the URL won't change. So you're going to keep your rankings, keep your views, and keep your comments. So it's a great time saver, and you don't have to use a different video editor. You can do all the editing on YouTube itself. So it's great for mistakes you've made, live streams you wish to edit, and as I'll show you later, you can even create new videos out of the videos that are already uploaded to YouTube. My name is Herman Drost, and my channel is all about how to grow your audience on YouTube so you can generate traffic, leads, and sales on YouTube. It just takes one video that does really well to drive evergreen traffic day after day, week after week, year after year. And I've been doing this for years, and I have videos that are still generating traffic, leads, and sales even after 4, 5, 6, and 7 years on YouTube. So we're going to look at this YouTube video editor. It's changed over the years. They used to have a lot more features in the previous version, and probably many of you don't even know that, but you could add video clips, you could add images, you could combine video clips. So a lot of those features are not existing anymore, but some features have improved and they've also added more features. So we're going to be going through some of those. So let me go to my first slide, how to edit the videos on YouTube, not off YouTube, so you can preserve the views, comments, URL, rankings, etc. So let's look first at the pros and cons of using the YouTube video editor. So all the editing is done on YouTube. It saves you a ton of time. So what I usually do when I do my live streams, during a live, you've got a lot of maybe ums and ahs or long pauses or mistakes you've made. So you can quickly go through that using the YouTube video editor and remove or cut out those particular sections. And the original YouTube editor, you could only cut out, I think, the beginning, the end, or the middle, but you couldn't cut out the beginning, the end, and the middle at the same time. So with the YouTube video editor, you can cut out, say you have 10 mistakes or 10 sections that you wish to remove, then you can make cuts on that video, and those 10 sections, when you process them, will all be removed. So that's a good thing. It's not just the beginning, middle, or end, but you can do remove a whole bunch of them. And there's no need to re-upload your videos. So once you finish the edits, then you just wait for the processing, which it can take a while for the video, to complete the processing once you've made all the edits. So I've actually waited up to sometimes 2 days, but usually it's faster. But recently it's been slower. It used to take just a couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours, but I don't know why, but seems to take longer than that. No, it's why I usually leave it overnight to process. Some other features, you can add a music track from the YouTube audio library, which we'll look into later. You can swap the audio track. You also have the ability to blur faces and objects, so you can blur multiple objects using the YouTube video editor. And also you can blur faces. So maybe you have a face there, somebody objected to being in the video, then you can blur the face. Or maybe you got a copyright claim or privacy claim that from somebody that's in the video, then you can just blur them. You can also add an end screen. So if you forgot to add an end screen, you can do it with the YouTube video editor. And then if you have claimed content, claimed audio content, like somebody has claimed, a few seconds of audio in your video, then you can remove that segment and remove that claimed content. And you're not going to remove any copyright strikes because YouTube doesn't allow that. You have to appeal the copyright strike. But if you have claimed audio content, you can actually remove that. Let's look at the cons of the YouTube editor. So it is a basic editor. As I mentioned a few minutes ago, you can't add pictures, you can't merge video clips, you can't add video clips except for the end screen, the last 20 seconds. You can't combine or merge different images or video clips in the video, but you can remove a video clip, you can remove an image, any section that you want, you can remove them. So another con is that the video must be shorter than 6 hours. So most people don't have videos that are longer than 6 hours unless maybe it's you've been gaming all day or live streaming all day. But it has to be shorter than 6 hours, and if it's over 100,000 views, which most videos probably that you have on your channel are not over 100,000 views, though I have a few videos like that. You won't be able to save the changes to it unless you're a member of the YouTube Partner Program. And to be a member of the YouTube Partner Program, you have to have 4,000 watch hours, 1,000 subscribers in the last 6 months. So, but you can still blur the faces, so you can blur faces even if you've got over the 100,000 views. So yeah, Gaming with Rolfa says, whose video longer than 6 hours that needs editing? Well, some people have live streams that they've gone live all day. So, but it's more the exception than the rule. You can't actually do it on your phone. They don't have the editor on the phone, so you can't do that. But there are apps where you can edit your videos, but you'll just have to do it off YouTube. And later I'll talk about a couple of different editors or an editor that you can use online to edit your videos, but you can't do it on the YouTube video editor. So those are some of the pros and cons of the YouTube video editor. So let's look at the steps to edit a video on YouTube. But maybe before I get into the steps, a question I can ask is, what was your biggest editing mistake that you noticed on your video after you uploaded it to YouTube? Like say you spent the whole day editing your video, and then you finally finished it, you processed it, you uploaded it to YouTube, and then maybe you went to sleep, and then next day you went to check your video and thought, oh my goodness, a huge mistake there where I repeated something or I waffled on. So what was your biggest mistake that you discovered after you uploaded your video? Put that in the chat, or if you watch the replay, put it in the comments. So let's look at these steps to edit your video using the YouTube video editor. So first you got to select your video to edit. So all you have to do is to log into YouTube channel, and then just in your dashboard, just click on videos and you select the video you wish to edit. So at the top, you've got your channel videos. So you've got all your uploads, you got your live, and you got your stories, which I don't think you can edit. I haven't tried that. But I've chosen live here because my live streams tend to be like 30, 40, 50 minutes to 1 hour long, and there are, pauses and places where I can remove sections of the video. So in this case, I selected the shorts video, one of my live videos where I talked about tips and tricks to create shorts videos. And so I select that video, and then from there you can click on the video itself to show the video details. And this is the little pencil icon. It says details, and then from there you can select the editor in the left hand column, and this will bring up the video editor that you can use to edit the specific video. Up already, they left an address on their personal information. That was a mistake someone made. Adding music, that was too loud. Yeah, I've made that mistake, and I've also made a mistake where the audio was too loud. It was much too loud, but I'd probably have to scrub the whole video to do that. But yeah, those are easy to make mistakes that you don't pick up because you're sort of buried in the editing process. And then usually what I find is when I go to sleep the next day, I'll take a break and come back, then I'll pick up the mistakes. But sometimes you just don't pick them up. So yeah, you're selecting the video editor, which is the YouTube video editor. And with that, you'll see the video editing features or video editing interface. So at the top here, I don't know if you can see that, but you have undo and redos. This means when you've made your changes, when you made your edits, you can undo the edits and you can redo it, at the top here. Then if we go over to the right here, maybe you've made some changes, then you can completely remove all the changes. So maybe you want to start at the beginning again. So sometimes I go through, I think it was last week or maybe during the week, I was editing a live stream video, and then somehow my computer froze, and so I had to refresh the video, and all the changes were lost. So you can discard all the changes, and you can save the edits. So after you've edited the video, you can save the video, and that means you'll be saving the original video and retaining the views, comments, URL. You can also, if you click on the three dots which says options, then you can save the video as a new video, which means that you're not saving the original video, but the video that you're saving with the edits, you're creating a completely new video. So you're going to lose the views, lose the comments. It's going to have a completely new URL, and then basically you're starting from scratch. So it's a quick way to maybe create a brand new video from the content that you've already uploaded or produced. So I don't know if that comes into the reused content. If you get flagged for that, probably not. But I would say that if you do save it as a new video, I'd say make a new title and then re-optimize it with a new description, tags, etc., new thumbnail. So for YouTube, they won't see it as reused content, even though you're just extracting some content from an existing video. So, And then you also have the extended timeline, so you just move the slider to the right, and that will allow you to see more details on this timeline here. So if you move the slider all the way to the right, then it'll give you like milliseconds where you can make very detailed edits. You know, like this audio timeline you see here under the video clips. Then you know, you'll even see the spaces between the audio frequencies. So so it helps you to make very detailed edits. So then you've got this timeline, and then you've got the you know, as you go through doing your editing, you've got the time where you're editing the video, and then you've also got the trim. So you're gonna, you know, when you start cutting sections of your video, then you just click on trim, and then you can start trimming or cutting sections of your video. So to trim the video or trim or start, you know, trim start or end of the video, all you have to do is you just put this playhead, you know, this is at the beginning of your video, you put the playhead at the beginning, you click trim, and this blue box will appear, or blue line. And all you have to do, if this is my mouse cursor, I would just click and hold on the line, and then just move it to where I want to finish the edit. So this creates this box here, and everything in the box is removed within that box. So where you stop it, that is where you stop the editing. So you're going to start from the beginning, click on the blue line, and then just drag it to where the editing is finished, and then everything in that box that you see here is going to be removed from the video. And then once you've done that, to check it, you can, this little playhead that's at the top here, you can move it back to the beginning. Then you just click play, you know, you click the little play button on your video, and then what happens that your video, if it's the beginning, then the video is going to start playing right after you finish the edit. It's not going to show you, you know, how you started your video. So you're just going to click play. Alternatively, I'll have to show you this later, but you can preview the video. So you just click on preview, which I'll show in the next slide. And when you preview the video, you can also move the playhead to the beginning of your video, and then you just play it, and it'll jump that part that you've edited. And then after you've done all that, after you've previewed your video, you just click save. You can save the video, save the original video without affecting views and comments, or you can save it as a new video, or you can discard all the changes, which I showed you up here, discard all the changes. So you can do that. So here I think it shows you the preview. So here on this interface, you're going to see split and preview as well. So that's how to trim the start, or you can do the same at the end. If you want to trim the end, then you just put the playhead at the end of the video and do the same. You just drag it to, say you want to chop off the ending of your video, you just click the the blue line and just drag it to where you want to edit that last section of your video. What if you want to cut out the middle section of the video? So you can cut out the beginning of the video, you can cut out the end, or you can cut out like the beginning and the end and the middle. So if you want to cut out the middle, it's a little bit different procedure. So all you have to do is you take this playhead here, I don't know if you can see that. So basically you're going to click trim or edit trim, like 1 here, then 2, you're going to put your playhead like where you want to edit that section in your video. So you're clicking in the blue box at the beginning of the section that you want to remove. Then you're going to click split. So down here it says split or clear all, so you can clear it all, and preview. So you're going to click split, and once you click split, you're going to get that blue line there, and you do the same as I showed you how to edit the beginning or the end of the video. You just move that blue line that you see here and to remove that section of your video. Where you stop, everything in that box will be removed. And then if you want to check the edits, you can just move this playhead to the beginning of your edit, so the beginning of that box. Then you just click play, and then it'll kind of skip over that area that you've removed, so you can see that smooth edit. So it'll be playing, and then it'll go straight through that place, that cut that you removed, and it goes straight into the next part of your video. And then you can click on preview to preview the video. And then what you can do, just put the playhead right at the beginning of your video, just play the video, and it'll just go all through your video, so you can preview the whole thing before you save it. And if you're happy with the video, then you just click save, and then you can save the original video or save it as a new video. So those are all the steps that you're going to do to cut out that middle section, or not necessarily the middle section. It could be quarter of the way through your video, or 75% of the way through the video, but you cut out the middle section. But you can also cut out 4 or 5 sections. So you just go through your video. Say if it's like an hour-long live stream, then you cut out at the 2-minute mark, and then cut out at the 4-minute mark, and the 6-minute mark, and the 20-minute mark, 40-minute mark, etc. And then when you do a preview, you can just quickly go through the whole video. So it's a pretty handy tool that saves you a lot of time. You don't have to leave YouTube, preserves your views, preserves your comments. You don't have to re-upload the video. And the only downside is really that you'll have to wait several hours before the video is processing. And during that time, you can't make any more edits. You can't go back, and then once you've saved it, then you can't go back and redo it again. So that's the downside. So as I said, you can remove multiple sections. So here on this edit of this live stream, I've removed the beginning, a very short. I think this is where I started my live stream, and I wasn't sure if I was live or not. So there's like a long pause. So I could remove that pause, and then I removed the middle section where there was another long pause. Maybe I was between slides or something like that, or typically I also remove greetings, because people are watching the replay. They don't want to spend time necessarily where you maybe having a lot of interaction with people watching the video. So that's why I generally leave the questions for at the end. At the end, I'll remove this part because typically I'll remove the question and answer session because I want people just, in the replay, just to watch the material. And if sometimes I'll leave the questions there. And typically what I also do is, and I recommend this, is to add timestamps, or what's called video chapters, if you're doing a live stream. So you can put that in the description, and then people can just go to that section of your video or your live stream and just watch that particular section. So I also put that in the comments, so people, when they leave a comment, can see that they can jump to that particular section instead of watching the whole video. So I highly recommend that. Yeah, so when you're saving your video, you have these options. Save as new means that you're saving it as a new video, and you'll lose the you're going to lose the title, description, and tags. You're going to lose the views. You're going to lose the comments. You're going to lose the rankings. You're going to lose. It's going to be a new URL. So just beware that if you save it as a new video, you have to re-optimize the video, rename the video, and then you'll be fine. If you click save, this top one, then you're going to save the original video, and you'll preserve, the URL, the comments, the views, all be unaffected, and so you keep your rankings, and you can make the video tighter through doing your edits. And then you also have these keyboard shortcuts. So I don't think I've shown you this here, but you've got keyboard shortcuts that you can use to jump to a particular section, undo or redo, or you can zoom in on your timeline and zoom out again. So you can use those keyboard shortcuts to kind of speed up your video editing process. But you can also use the tools that are just in the editor. But if you do a lot of editing, then I recommend using the keyboard shortcuts, just like using a regular video editor. You could memorize specific shortcuts where you can, and on your left hand, you can use the keyboard shortcuts, and in your mouse, you can just move things around on the timeline. Other editing options that are available on the YouTube video editor. So YouTube has added a few more options over the past few months or years. So you can add a music track. So at the top, you see that music symbol. If you click on the plus sign, you can add a music track from YouTube's audio library. So these are licensed songs that are free to use. So if you want to add some audio to your video, you could do that from the audio library. You can also add music to monetize videos. So if you're on the YouTube Partner Program, then it's not just for videos that are not monetized, but also videos that are monetized. And if your video has over 100,000 views, you may not be able to save the changes, accept the blur faces, or if you're in the YouTube Partner Program, then you can do that. And then the video has to be, this feature is only available for videos under 6 hours long. Just so you keep that in mind. So when you add a music track, you can actually search for audio clips or music clips in the audio library of YouTube. So you can search for them, and you also can filter them. So if you click on the filters, then like over here on the left, you've got free music. So then it shows you the music clips that you can use. You click on the play button, you can play the music to check it out. And it's also got how long you can add the music. And over here on the right, if you click on filters, then you can filter the library. So you've got search, you've got track, the title, the genre, the mood, the artist name, the duration, whether you have to give attribution. So some songs that you use, This is kind of a word of warning that sometimes you just, if you get music from the audio library, you could have a claim against it, because sometimes the artist wants to share the revenue with you, and so you have to give attribution. So you could check if you have to give attribution in the description, and then attribution not required. So check those rules before you add the music. So the good thing is that you can search for particular music that you can add to your video. And you can also remove music, remove audio tracks. So say you got a claim, somebody claimed, that you're using their music, then you could remove that section of your video that has that claim. You also have the ability to add ad breaks. So to add these mid-roll ad breaks, your video has to be 8 minutes long or longer. And then, so you just click on the dollar sign, and here you can see there's an ad break. So you have the ability to add your own ad breaks, or you can also let YouTube choose them automatically. So I usually try to use them, choose the ad breaks manually. And the way to do that is after you've finished a sentence or starting a new topic. So right before you start the new topic, or maybe you've made some big promise, or made some big, finished a big topic or something like that. That's the time to put your ad break. So it's kind of a time where people have got the most attention on your video. And then, say in an 8-minute video, I wouldn't overdo it. I'd put like maybe 1 or 2 ad breaks in the video, preferably not at the beginning, but you can also add a break, put that ad break. If you don't have mid-roll ads, you can put it at the beginning or at the end. But with mid-roll ads, you can do multiple ad breaks. So this, if it's a long video, that means you can earn more money and from your AdSense ads. You can also blur faces or objects using the YouTube video editor. So you got the face blur, so perhaps you have someone that objected to being in your video, or maybe you're in the mall, or maybe someone discovered that they were in the video, maybe a family member. You have the option to blur their face. And then with custom blurring, you can blur multiple objects in your video. So the only downside is that if your video is previously trimmed, so say you edited your videos in YouTube video editor, then you can't go back and then blur the faces or blur the objects. And then if your video has over 100,000 views, you may not be able to save the changes to it except for the blurring faces. And then you can blur the multiple areas on your video. So you could do it at different times, throughout your video, blur several faces or several objects. Some important things to keep in mind regarding the YouTube video editor. So if you're going to edit your videos on YouTube using the YouTube Studio Editor, then just keep in mind that it takes hours to complete the video processing. So what I found is, so a few weeks ago, the processing took a couple of hours, but last couple of weeks, it's been pretty slow. And so usually I have to sort of wait overnight before I can actually edit the video. So it probably depends on how busy YouTube is, or probably a number of factors, but just keep in mind that while your video is processing, you won't be able to make changes again to the video. So once you've finished that, save the video, you can't then go back into it and re-edit the video. While the video is processing, viewers are going to see the original version. So you don't have to necessarily wait for the processing. You can leave YouTube, you can leave your computer, and the processing will occur in the background. And while that's happening, all your viewers are going to see the original version, not the saved version that contains your edits. And just a reminder that your comments, your views, your URL, your rankings are going to be unaffected. And then if you select save as new, this will create a new video. So you could extract, say, a short video. Say, for instance, you could make a 3-minute video from your 10-minute video, give it a new title, give it a new description, tags, thumbnail, etc., and create a whole new video from the video that you've already created. So, and then you can also add some music using the YouTube video editor. All your videos have to be shorter than 6 hours, and videos must have less than 100,000 views to save the changes unless you're in the YPP program. And just something to keep in mind, you can't remove copyright strikes. So if you have a copyright strike, then you cannot remove the strike by deleting the video, removing the video, removing that section of your video that contains a strike. But if you have an audio claim, say you've used audio in your video that's like 5 seconds and somebody complained about it, then you can remove that segment. Alternatively, you can actually mute the sound of that video. Now, some people said, can you add a voiceover? No, you can't add a voiceover in the YouTube video editor at this particular time. So maybe they're going to add that later. But I would like to see, if YouTube is listening, I would like to see the reintroduction of adding new video clips, adding Creative Commons segments, adding licensed video clips, merging video clips, adding images, adding clips, etc. right on YouTube using the YouTube video editor. That would be great because you could do a lot more things than what's basically allowed right now. So what if you want to make a slideshow without the YouTube studio editor that uses pictures or photos with music? So that's, a lot of people have asked that, and you used to be able to make a slideshow with the old YouTube video editor because you could add images, you could add music, and you could cut out one section. You couldn't cut out multiple sections. So how do you therefore make a slideshow with pictures and music? And you can't do it with YouTube video editor, but you can check out these videos, which I'll put a link in the description below this video and also put it on the end screen, how to make a slideshow with pictures and music and how to merge your video clips together, or merging pictures or photos together using an online video editor called Capwing. So I show you in these videos, show you exactly how you can do this online using a free video editor.